This video provides step-by-step instructions for installing Duramax PVC wall and ceiling panels. Following this method will make it easier to install the final panel on each ceiling and wall. If you're installing panels on both the ceiling and walls, always begin with the ceiling. Begin by cutting the first panel to the required length. Position it so the screw flange is facing away from the wall. Leave a 1/8 inch gap between the tongue side and the wall. Before fastening, check that the panel is parallel to the exterior wall by measuring both ends. Secure the panel with screws every 24 inches. Allow a 1/2 inch clearance on both ends for expansion and contraction. Be careful not to over-tighten the screws. Once the first ceiling panel is installed, add the J-trim at the top of the adjacent wall. Press the trim firmly against the ceiling panel face, with the open channel pointing outward, and fasten it to the wall. Trim the length of the J-trim to be a 1/2 inch short of the corner. Use a scrap piece of PVC panel to maintain consistent spacing. Continue adding panels by inserting each tongue into the previous groove. Press panels tightly together before fastening. Periodically confirm alignment by measuring from the wall to the edges of your panels on both sides. The following section covers the vertical installation of Duramax PVC wall panels. Begin by installing the base trim or J-trim along the bottom of the wall. If you've trimmed the top J-trim short in the corner, do the same for the bottom trim. For corners, use inside cove trim or J-trim and start at the corner where the trim was cut a 1/2 inch short. Offset any vertical corner trim by a 1/2 inch to leave room for the final wall panel to slide in later. Insert screws every 24 inches to secure the trim to the frame. Take a moment to plan your layout carefully. Refer to the Duramax PVC panels installation guide to ensure proper alignment and spacing. A well-thought-out layout will make installation smoother and guarantee a professional finish, especially when fitting your final panels. Begin by cutting the first panel to the required length. Begin in the corner where the J-trim was cut short. Insert the tongue side into the corner trim with the screw flange facing outward. Maintain a 1/8 inch gap between the tongue and the adjoining trim, and secure the panel every 24 inches with screws. Leave a 1/4 inch clearance at the top and bottom for expansion. Continue by inserting each new panel's tongue into the groove of the previous one. Press them firmly together for a solid connection before fastening. Check alignment frequently by measuring from the wall to the panel edges at the top and bottom. Adjust as needed to keep lines straight. To complete the wall panel, install the next corner trim with its channel facing outward. Push it tightly into the corner and fasten it to the wall. Repeat the process for all remaining wall panels. Before installing the final panel, cut off the flange from the side that will slide into the trim. Slide the last panel behind the trim where you left the 1/2 inch gap. Press firmly to lock it in place. This concludes our installation video. Thanks for watching our guide for vertically mounted Duramax PVC wall and ceiling panels. Visit DuramaxPVCpanels.com to learn more now.